Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. It's inside. It's Berry. Enough to move the chains. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. From deep, it's Mobley. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. Motion from the wideout. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Carr throws to the wideout. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. From the gun on third down, Carr. They get to him as he throws. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Fourth down, Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Lowers those pads. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Makes the grab. It's Gilbert. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Changing the routes with his receivers. The give is to Williams. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Running Running inside, it's Williams. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's stopping. He's got enough to move the chain. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Throwing, Carr. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Carr on play action. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Making the adjustment. They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
This is the matchup everyone was excited.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Escapes the pressure going right. Blasted as he lets it go. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. He lets one fly deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Guys, LSU has the lead here as we get a look at the numbers so far.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The run inside. It's Berry. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it
makes a grab and room to run. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Back to pass, it's Clement. He lobs one high down the left side. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Sends it back in motion. Carr from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll move the wide receiver. The give is to Williams. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Carr to throw. Look out! And he never had a chance. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to pass, it's Carr. Right side, it's Gilbert. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and this defense has set them up in scoring position. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Got a man, it's Green. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover, you get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Here comes the offense on second down. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Under pressure. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Complete in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moves the pocket. It's Carr. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Offense in an empty set. Wants to throw one first. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Going for it all. And what a catch! A diving grab down the right side.
And this is why I love sudden change situations. When you get a turnover, oftentimes coordinators like to take a shot right away. The defense is back out on the field. They're trying to...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Turning it on.
Made another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. He's changing the play. Carr. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Sets his feet. It's Carr. Oh, pressure's coming. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe two, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. We are just about ready to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Porter. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here after the first drive in the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Long way to go on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing, Carr. Quick completion on the out route. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Quarterback changing the play. From the gun on third down, Carr turns it upfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll move the tight end. Fourth down, Carr. They're all over him. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Back to pass, it's Levin. Turns up, it's Durham. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you guys.
All right, Holly. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durham. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Second down to the air. Left side is Green. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick give. It's Coleman Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And that's not a surprise play call for this offense. A lot of times, man, after a tackle for a loss or a play that goes behind the line of scrimmage, they want to get those chunky yards back. They want to get back to 3rd and manageable. They dial up the screen. They get some positive yards. Now put themselves in a position to be more successful on 3rd down.
Out wide right, it's Danzy. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Man, you can just feel it, couldn't you? Just how badly that guy wanted to get that first down. He knows, hey, we're on our own side of the field. We're not trying to punt. I've got to do something. I've got to make somebody miss to go pick up this first down for my offense, and that's exactly what he did.
To throw, it's Carr. Quickly complete. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. C.J. Carr firing again. Out wide left, it's Williams. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Right side, it's Coleman Williams. Open space at the 25. He gets across the 20 red zone.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Carr. Buying time to his right. Rolling right and going deep. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Got it! Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Carr looking for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. He's got enough. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Running the red zone. It's Durham. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. RPO complete. Touchdown LSU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the point after is good. Deep in the end zone, it's Mobley. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Throwing, Carr. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down. Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. To the air again, Carr. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Unloads to the wideout. Nice way to knock that one down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Now, the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Right back to the well. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. He's brought down, but enough to move the sticks one more time and to move this game into the win column.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game, and Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you just need one first down to end the game, you can go out and execute like that. They're going to feel good after this one.
The give to Caden Durham. They've got him corralled.